all those men died fighting for something they believed in. Great. I don't actually know what they're fighting over. It appears to be the engine war, which does work. I suppose there was, in the case of Germany, they wanted to reduce their capacity to fight. That's all, really. Do dams and other things. So that's the essential thing. So this is a part of war effort. But it's a terrible thing. No, I must get together. Actually, what was going to go to what's called the harvest stuff, whatever it is they have. And then afterwards they have the homecoming. I've not for the traditions. But America's 3,000, 5,000 miles away, and it's a long time. They were not like, didn't they? I don't know whether she was here, but I dreamt that she was. I don't know where she is. Vanished. See? Because Judas, the son's bar and making her, I can't think why. Because now they're made by people. That's not allowed to make them. No, I don't know why. In Britain it's affected this way. That's even a ban on whiting for a while. Anyway. I've been asleep for hours. What time is it now? It's only 11:20 after sleep. She was out to see the Farnham lady. True, that's right. I don't know. She didn't care. I think she just thought it was a woman playing around. She didn't understand what it was. A bit thick. But she's still. That's it. She gives me shelter. And she's almost certainly has benefit. But the tablets I give, and there's two types. There's the blood pressure lowering tablets. But I don't know what they are. They don't really help that. I should know what they are. There's something for constipation. And something for blood clots. So she stopped me dying. For now. And Edith said she was dying. She's younger than me. But she's so badly injured that there's a possibility. You see, the circulation is wrong when you cut the legs off. And, I'm going to ask the specialists who know about these things well, to grow from the stumps complete legs. It's done by covering the existing stump, no surgery, existing stump, with something that comes from trees with latex. It just has to be sterile. You can't get the stuff, it's called artificial skin. And if you leave it there, don't take it off, because it does get water underneath. Don't take it off, just leave it there. After you'll see lymph nodes forming, and after 6 months you'll be relieved of it. Right, so it's all comes off, that's right, leave it. Because the body knows the way to go. Because of the injury she just took rest. So the skin was over the skin graft or the skin graft. I said, well, the nipple, which is important to you, will form by the this process. It's called morphogenesis. And morphogens act in pairs. There's nothing to do with their reproduction. It does work properly. Well, I've seen hundreds of experiments like that. I've done it myself. Our body can regenerate itself. I'm quite sure of that. Let's put it back to 3. Very few are the same. We're very superstitious about that sort of thing. But of course, to some extent, when we think about a thing, we just wonder what we call it. It's there. We call it, physicists are careless and go to say morphogens is a chemical substance, as G called it. And they can be quite worried. Quite simple, quite complicated. Okay. And all that stuff interfere with those things, which is why the person becomes a setless place. And they should be abandoned. Who would make it, did I understand? The person who invented psychiatry is a bully, a murderer. And he dealt with the same illness I had. Whether he's gone to the doctor, I don't know. I don't know who that is, but he's quite ill with the same bug. And then they think, oh, the patients have become ill, well, he can't. I might be treating them. But I can't do that. He's quite ill. He's a very nice man and has helped me. I don't know his name either. But he's been sick for some time. He smokes, which is not. My airway's clearing now. And obviously, yeah, it's not bad here. And if he did come, she came when I was asleep and we must have rest, so it's difficult with a person who makes try to have sex. It's possible. And it's unpleasant. Whether it is she wanted it, she was happy that way. So, I don't know. It's not so sweet. That's horrible. Is it horrible? I don't know. I was there, but when your mate dies, you can still love, but it fades away. This ring, quite good. You know what one. Anyway, hopefully the mates in the garden will not hurt the new resident, because that's what's going to happen. They go to him and say, if you don't feed me, I will eat you. She went to it. I don't feed my children, do she says. Warned. My mate, very dangerous animal. Sort of human, not quite. Myself, I think, got my own good sleep. It's really to sleep, but that's what I say. What's not to do? I'm going to put the screensaver on there. I shut down as well. Screensaver setting. That one. Alright. If it does, it doesn't shut down. But sometimes it interferes with it, so it shuts down as well. I'm not sure it's set up to do that. I'm always jumping about it so fast. And whatever you do, you die. There is death because they are in death. So if I see it, let's reset it down. And it, put that on, let's reset it off. He tries out in the night, so why you try out in the night? And I don't understand anything. Okay? People say, why was I here? Sometimes people say she's my reason for living. Not very well. No, I'm excluded. Look at him, look at him. Looks like I see there. Something has happened. Crackle. Something's happening out there and I don't like it. So probably we've got bendings. So I'll just put these on charge. That's why. Why I put them on charge? Why? Right. Is this life so full of care and how to understand? There's nothing. People don't. The reason they just runs ahead. Something with a train line. I think my landlord's like that. He just plunges ahead. Makes a lot of money. There now. He's probably thousands of pounds in debt actually. And hopefully the business will have enough to get. Otherwise, it's going to be very bad for him. I've lost the pipes again. It's like this, you see. Two drawers. There's another one. There's another one. Let's screw upright. My cousin was back again. She done it like body artists. Because I don't touch my own heart at all. See that? Horrible. Like most people. Smile. Defence record. Also, when he's up 600 for a month, $9 for a month, that's fine. Also, he's not pleased, so now he's getting down back. And Kim, who had nothing, I'm saying he was awarded £9,000 a month, that was fine, and then his crimes of lying and the grounds for the trial is going before it. It's not true. I think they just realise their mistake. He's had his time. I don't want to harm him. He's a man. He's a sick man. And he expects me to share money with him. We're not friends, we've been friends for some time. As far as you find people not really friends. They get money, we don't have money. Okay. So we are. Okay. They're all the friends. I think my wife found that. She tried to fight Britain. And she failed. I don't fighting Britain. Interested. As far as I can sell Britain is where I live. England daughters. And England will, of course, pass away well. So, hence, pass away before. And, well, young bloody guy. So, just about to. But, it's not good news. Something like that. Then the screen has come on, which says breakthrough. You can see, I don't know what that picture comes from, or where it comes from at all. But it's probably generated by a system. I've got a line here. Now again, it plays a tune. There's like a trumpet sound or a few notes, and it could be coming from another store, or it could be just the system, so I don't know. It's not explained. Okay. It says breakthrough, listen. And every now and again there's da-da-da-da, or a bugle thing. So something is out there. this random arrangement of wires is not doing anything. Whenever you go here, there's a flash, bang, like that. There's this ring around it. And I don't know what's happening, but I think this picks up crystal colour signal. I can't see it because I've got no means of measuring it, which is actually quite strong here, not very far from crystal colours. That's a big aerial. And, well, I don't even know where the frequency is, that is. And that excites the tentacle, which occasionally goes bang. See? It's very fast. That's a rational explanation, isn't it? Something to worry about. And when you make a big coil, you have to excite it. It doesn't do anything otherwise. And then once that starts, it works until the fuel in here runs out. So it's quite rational. And the fuel is a small amount of deuterium in air. Okay? That's all it is. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's not spirit, it's not the devil, it's not the poltergeist. Nothing like that. It's just physics. Because there's a little air gap down there between the two ends of the wire. One goes in that way, one goes in that one. There you go. Once it starts to regenerate the ionisation of plasma. Spark isn't. That's what it is. Simple. And I don't know why the government's are raving mad. Just to bin it or smash it or anything else. Now there's banning on it. It's as if it's a spirit thing. I can't understand that because this breakthrough thing is really illegal in this country. People in power don't want people to think they're going to die because they don't want to work. Why should I work if I only die? I've worked all around. But when it comes to retirement, we can't retire when it comes to work. But the war effort, that's silly what we've started. And of course, in this case, it was cerebral equal ISIS. Allegedly, we were killing everything inside. I only have one thing to run, that's everything else, the news. I don't even know that's recording. There's no sign, there's no flashing lights, so I don't know. I'll turn it off. This is the coil winder. Let's do some more coil winding on only a small number of times just to experiment to find another combination which does interesting things, shall we say. Okay, that's all I intend to do. And much smaller than before, but to do it I need some more money. And after a system a small amount of money now. I don't know why, but they used to give me money for this. And perhaps they will now, but it'll take time. A weekend is always a difficult time. I'm on this coil. So far I've done no calculations on it at all. And it says to see the gap inside. As before. There's nothing doing in there, there's a slight delay in there, but that's probably from somewhere else. But that's the idea of the thing. Now that's an RF, probably 100 megahertz or 200 megahertz or so. And this is going to work at a much lower frequency, but the coil will be much narrower, but not wider, I don't think. Now, I don't like the Brexits, and I do not like Trump, and I do not like Farage, and I do not like the President of the Ukraine. They may be top people, very rich and so forth, they're nasty people. And they don't like that because it's a coil winder. Coil winders produce wealth and power without much ado about nothing. This is the basis of it, as you know, the transfuser. Now I just received from my associate a garbled copy of something called a transfuser license, and I'm not quite sure what that is yet because I'm unable to open the document. So Mr. Brainstorm will send it again from wherever it came from. I'd like to see it. There will be permission to build one and there will be permission to own one. I understand they're quite dangerous things. But it replaces coal and oil. And as far as I'm concerned, because of the English law, it can be made in this country. Or used in this country, because that's English law. They don't work, do they? And also, of course, America, being a bigger country and has their own laws, they can use it. With the Slumford user, you first coal, you use poisoning the earth with gas and stuff, and fracking and poisoning everyone. That's what he likes doing, killing people. Killing people who gets them, I don't like it. And of course, guns in America, I mean, kicking the British out. There's a case for the pacifists. I mean, Clinton, he was a good man. And if he survives for long enough to get anywhere, well, it's pretty surprising. Of course, he hasn't survived, probably been shot or put a mine or something. There's a bit of wood. Wonderful good grows on trees, you know. Of course, yeah, that's a little bit use of wood. It's quite stable, burns quite well when it gets hot. But not when it's cold, it's fully fireproofed, it's part of building material. And these things are quite cheap. It's called utility furniture. Well, when you're poor, you can only afford that. But I never was poor. I never was rich. Never will be rich. This thing is a complicated bit of machinery, which is now for sale, because I can't afford to use it. I do have another one, and I will use that for communication. I do need it for communication. And so there it is. Basically sunk and stay in America and not come here, because wars and pestilence everywhere he goes. And so for us, all he did was wreck things. Why he did that, I don't know. Probably ego tripping, basically. Probably nuisance he was. I don't really paid him. It was, yes, of course, the divine ruler decided that we should suffer and have a war with Europe. I don't know. I really don't know. I've got no interest in that. But in fact, she's above the law. Whoever's the divine ruler of Britain is above the law, so we can't argue that. However, there's others, other ambitious men in between, who may have given the orders or pulled the strings to get this done. And we would have benefited from a united Europe. All of us would. It would have been better. Much better by far. I'll turn that light off so it doesn't shine in the camera eye. Well, so that's Chinese. They got the idea. Now, I don't know what they think of. They're supposed to be, I was told by a Chinese agent that Chinese culture was actually sort of state capitalism or state enterprise. Well, that's not exactly socialism. The Green Party, which I still personally a member, I support to believe in free enterprise, but in a small way. Small is beautiful. Unfortunately, it's small and big don't go together. In order to get an industry going, it has to be quite big. Especially the motor industry, because all the parts come from all over the world. That's the problem. I don't know how it's done. People who run businesses are out of my camp. But now this chap should have licensed, maybe a license to make them. I don't know. And I do need one if that's the law. But if Brainstorm is the owner of the business, as far as I'm concerned, I work for him, but he doesn't pay me. No way. Attempts have been made to pay me, but it gets hijacked by somebody else wants. This Beverly Baptist likes stealing money from people. Oh, you are heirs to the church, God made you. That's what they believe. Well, maybe God made me, but church has got nothing to do with God. Well, they're not Christians, that's what they think now. They think now. They go around babbling Baptists, and they're killers, dangerous men. And if I went to their Beverly Baptist service, see how wonderful they are, I'd probably end up chopping the head off. I said, don't like the Muslims, also just when they had court. Free from them. But they hate criminals, real bad criminals, not just evil. I've heard of people with their arms severed or damaged. And that's extreme punishment for theft, but it's done for malicious theft. If you don't intend to steal or you steal without realising, then that's not so bad. I went to a shop yesterday actually with insufficient funds to pay it. Unfortunately nothing is in his hands, but it cost them money, so I had to pay that amount of money. Now they have laws, I don't know what they are, But I went in and bought something today. It was only for a chocolate and some super glue to stick the tripod up, and I paid cash. Now that was important. I knew it was important to pay cash. I know the chops were linked together in some way, and the fine was paid out of what I paid. I don't know how much it was, but it was small. I could afford it. Now that's justice. They didn't cut me arm for that. I'm very grateful that they didn't. They could have done. I would have probably ended up at hospital with this very serious bleeding industries, and severed limbs are not easy to put on again. Edith, I was, at least she was, and they called it. My wife had a severed leg. I did not know what was wrong. Now, when I first went down there to the hospital to see, I was summoned, and I was in the service of myself, she could not live. The surgeon said, "What she says is not her legs, but a rib cage sitting out, and we're supporting her life. She is very seriously injured, and she cannot live." Well, the life support was kept going, and she came quite happy. She talked happily, not realising how badly injured she was. And then her mother came and screamed and collapsed because how badly injured she knew she would not live. So we went into the Franciscan Friary, and then with consultation we decided to ask what to us is a divine power to help. There was no reason why this divine power should have done. He had no interest in the problem. He had no interest in the Susan. He had enough of his own. Now, the Lord, the Bible says, we're his children, and we suffered, and I suffered, and she suffered. I did not want that. And we asked that the injury be cured. And the person, who was a real person, although had divine power, I don't know, it wasn't one of the vicars, it wasn't one of the people there. I don't know who it was. It was like on the radio link, I don't know. It's what I call my flying saucer, Resurrection Starship. Now the Resurrection Starship could have completely cured her. We decided to reduce the injury to make it survivable. And we realised that I think it was just below the knee, or just above the knee, I'm not sure, couldn't tell. It appears that she now has knees. Whatever happens, she then teacher, and she asked, and now she says she doesn't love me anymore, because I understand a member of this little group she goes to for self-support, this Salvation Army hostel where she works. One of the members decides to strike a bottom. Now that's what men do, and she decides to marry him, or at least have relationships with him, thinking it was, well, perhaps it was, and toward me, got shot at me. Exactly, of course she didn't shoot me, but she could have done. I tried to be friendly, but I suffered from illness myself. Now the illness I had was caused by tablets I was given by doctors who thought I was ill. They thought I was a murderer, so they poisoned me. They later found that I wasn't a murderer and I wasn't responsible for any of the crimes, so I requested a cessation of the poisoning and I felt a lot better. I did have a bacterial infection, which is not their fault, which I might call from now. I don't know. I mean, she's got it. But it means other friends of mine have got it. It's gastrin, urinary illness. Stress throughout the body is bacterial plaques, block up the heart and everything else, causing all sorts of problems, got high blood pressure. But people didn't spot it, they wanted me heart transplant. Triple bypass surgery and so on. But all I needed was an antibiotic and I'm better. That's what it was. Well, I am weak. I have had a heart attack, and more than once, but they're minor ones. I'm still weak. There's still some bacterial floating about and I don't know what to do. And I've asked for a chelating agent, which I take, which is magnesium, tablets by the big column, but I'm not allowed to have those. And also vitamin B and isosodium nitrate, which is in one in the formulation. But because it's all mixed up together, I know which is which. And that's what I need. So they keep giving me silicate. Well, if I was asked to drink the normal diet of water, vegetables, that silicate would be on the side. Good vegetable meals of that. Couldn't eat all of it, it was too much. Had the meat, had most of the vegetables, and I feel better, and I didn't do anything. Nothing, no mess, nothing. I had to go to the toilet at the end, actually, and then I go and take the mitres out. No, I was right to eat it there, but she wasn't. And she never went to the pub when I was there. She was somewhere else. So we're completely dry. And when I rang her up, which I did, when she rang me up, which she did, I was in the toilet. Of course, I can't help being in the toilet. It's natural. And I couldn't at least get up quickly and answer the phone, which is in another room. So she did, so she rang off. So I rang back when I finished in the toilet, rang up, rang back. This phone has been switched off. That's what I do. So she now says, why you were in the toilet? Why did you answer the phone? Well, I did go to the toilet. And I said, well, I did have a ring back, but I couldn't get through because you switched the phone off. And a daft thing to do, isn't it? That's that psychotic logic. She also thinks my mother is still alive, and she was dead at least 2 or 3 years now, or 5 years. There's still a girl to look after you, she said. Of course not. There's no mother. There's nobody to look after me. And because she's now senile, well, the supernatural agency has probably intervened a little bit, and possibly the doctors have put a knife through her head to improve things, and they're more senile than she was before, maybe on pills or so. So that's it. Now, as far as I'm concerned, she's still my friend, and she's a sick person. And she decided to divorce me, and they offered me £1 million immediately. We can have 60% of my fortune if you wait. And I said, well, it'll take a long time, it'll be big litigation. So I said, well, I'll take the £1 million. But that kind of goes through my account. I haven't got an account that will take that much money. You know. He said, what's the park tickets? I do have one, but I can't have any money in. That's to go through my receiver. And that's nothing very important. So I've told them about it, gave them her telephone number. So hopefully she does. I don't think she's in America. I know where she is. Now at this meeting, where we all give you that meal, they said, I hate you, go away. And she said, I don't want to know you anymore. So I left. Now there was a shootout for some reason. Some people sided with me, some people sided with somebody else. And I don't know what happened or what's not there. Hopefully these competitors of mine got their desserts, because the other thing they wanted to do was take her organs out and sell them. That's not nice, is it? Because she dies, that's murder. And it's a conspiracy to murder. I went to the police on the way home. They thought I was wandering. No, they knew what I was doing. And I told them what the reason was. And I said, well, we're going to arrest you. No, not to hurt you, because you're not ill, but you're in danger from going outside. So I was protected. I was asked for it. And I was collected by a young lady called Gabita, who came from the care home. It's a nice care home. It's for sick people, not the elderly. I'm not elderly. I'm not young, but I'm not old either. Okay? Now, Edith may well be alive. Hopefully she's still alive. And she's still my wife, because divorce has not gone through yet, but she wants it. Well, I don't want it, and I've asked for reconciliation. I've tried that before, but it's so difficult to get to her, partly because of my heart, the poisons they gave me, and partly because it's a long way to where she is now. I don't know where she is now. And so I have nightmares, and they confuse my mind. She could be outside the door for all I know, not allowed in. Now, we did have a visitation from a mermaid. Now, a mermaid is a woman with a tail, or a man with a tail, no legs. It's a mutant form of man, and they eat people. They're animals. It's Homo pisces sapiens. They're not human beings, but they're not animals either. They're sapient animals like us, and they're dangerous, and they eat us. They can handle firearms, and I understand they executed it. And when they detected it, they found that there were bones of a man inside, but a deformed man. Now, that's important. And it's science. It is known. Now, we've had this happen before. One person said he discovered an alien, we took what he was, and he was murdered by President, what's his name, Obama, because Christianity was more important. Well, maybe it is. For this discovery of aliens was not destroy Christianity, because they were in ancient India. The Indians knew about them. And they won't take, because of the anger of the British came with a gun and saying, oh no, Eddie, bang, bang, bang. And proves it. Anything that proves an alien exists as a fine bomb. And if you have a fine bomb, you cannot prove they don't exist. So you cannot prove a negative. Okay? So there you have it. A strange story, and it has a terrible ending eventually because we all die. Goodbye. Hey? Yeah, I'm alright. That's my landlady.